Greetings and welcome to another installment brought to you by Mohamed Al-Morzouqi, Advocates and Consultancy, leading legal experts. What are the conditions required by law for a valid marriage contract? The couple can add and set their own conditions in the marriage certificate. These conditions will be binding for both of them and they must be fulfilled. A spouse can oblige the other spouse to execute the conditions legally, meaning via the court system. Article 20 states that the spouses are bound by the conditions exchanged except those legitimizing the unlawful or banning the legitimate. This means that neither the spouse can stipulate a condition to legitimize what is forbidden in the Sharia or set a condition to prohibit what is admissible in the Sharia. For example, if the wife requires her husband to commit murder, here murder is forbidden, or the wife stipulates that the husband works in a liquor trade, these conditions are void, but the marriage contract remains valid, not void. The contract may include a condition or more when concluded. This condition may be incompatible in its meaning with its intended purpose. The law has set out the penalty for this, which means the contract is void. Article 20 also states if the contract of marriage contains a condition that is inconsistent with the foundations of marriage, the contract shall be void. This means if the spouse sets conditions which contradict the basic condition in the marriage contract, for example, the marriage contract in the Islamic Sharia is held upon the continuation basis. This means that the marriage is originally until the end of life. It's not intended to be a temporary, for a certain or indefinite period. In the case the spouse stipulates that the marriage lasts for 5 years, for instance, or that the marriage lasts until the wife gives birth to a baby boy, this contract becomes void. If that condition is forbidden by the Sharia, the condition becomes void, but the contract remains valid. Where the contract is subject to a condition that is not inconsistent with the foundation of marriage, but is in contradiction with its requirements or is considered illicit by law, the condition is void, but the contract is valid. This means, for example, if the husband stipulates not to give a dowry to his wife or not to spend on her, here such conditions are void, but the contract is considered valid. In all cases, no condition is considered for hearing if denied by a spouse unless such condition is expressly stated in the valid contract. Denial negates the effect of any condition unless it's written in the registered contract of marriage. The right to request annulment is dropped if the other party consents to the contract with the violation made by the breaching party, explicitly or implicitly. An implicit consent is considered after 1 year of the violation with the knowledge of the other party. Article 20 explicitly states that the right to rescind the contract is foreclosed if forfeited by its owner or if he expressly or implied accept the contrary. It shall be considered an implied acceptance the lapse of 1 year following the occurrence of the violation with the knowledge thereof and in the case of irrevocable divorce. It should be noted that when breaching the condition that is not inconsistent with the foundation of marriage, nor in contradiction with its requirements, nor legally banned, the party benefiting from the condition can rescind the marriage. If neither inconsistent with the foundations of the marriage, nor in contradiction with its requirements, and if not legally banned, the condition is valid and should be fulfilled. In default thereof, party benefiting of such condition may rescind the marriage, whether he be the husband or the wife, and the former shall be exempt from alimony payable during the waiting period following the dissolution of marriage if the defaulter is the wife. This message is brought to you by Mohamed Al-Marzuqi, Advocates and Consultancy. We do have offices in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Please contact us for your consultation. Alternatively, you can visit our website, which is www.ml-advocates.com.